love that. I tried to say were.
Alright, well, I'm just going to say, because I have to work tomorrow morning, probably, how long were we planning on going?
I was planning at least getting you through the first chapter of this, which is a couple encounters. I might introduce the city of Phandelver, and then after we get past the first chapter, you get into the town of Phandelver, whenever you guys want to quit.
All right.
Hold on a second.
Hey, Nate, can you hand me the dice that look like this and the dice that look like that?
Sure.
Hi.
Oh, we have a viewer.
Why did we hear
Are we
hi?
recording right now?
We are recording, yes.
Awesome.
Does the hi record?
Possibly. I just
Because if
muted it.
we... Okay. I was about to say, if we edit this down, we don't want to have...
We're live.
I know, but are we also recording it?
Yes, we are also recording it.
So then when we edit our recording for
YouTube.
normal YouTube viewing, we don't want to have these random highs popping in when we're in the middle of talking.
Yeah.
Now, I couldn't help but notice that the angle of the camera is, look at me. I'm like,
Sorry, still making adjustments.
I will say no offense, Erica, but right now it is just Erica.
I don't think I know Erica. Do I know her?
You don't know Erica. We know him. You didn't have me on the quick dice.
All right. Now, Liz, could you pass me your dice box?
I need my dice too.
Because...
Why? You're not cursing my purple dice.
Okay, what set of dice can I curse?
I don't
You
want
can
you
curse one of
cursing
my set
any
of
of them.
dice.
Okay.
Because my dice are still at Mike's.
Me, Nick, Pete.
Why is this feature disabled? So yes, welcome viewers to the Random Adventurers podcast playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition.
I will be running the session. I am running them through as much as they can get through of the intro. It's called The Lost Mine of Phandelver. I'm sure many of you have seen it, or if you haven't, I thought it was really good for a starter set. It's pretty in-depth, and there's a ton of stuff going on. I have a lot of dice as well, as most gamers do.
Yep.
Give me a moment. I have to lend out dice to one of our players.
Unfortunately, he has his dice
This is not all my dice.
still at,
This is not all of my dice.
you know,
Yes.
his other DM's house.
Yes. Excuses.
Should have a dice competition. I don't think this is a full set. Here's the 20.
Okay, so,
Well,
12. Here's
we don't particularly need a full set.
just a few things for you guys on
Missing
what kind of act. You need a D4.
I'm gonna check my box.
Just a few, just brief things regarding the system for combat and those kind of purposes. During combat, you pretty much have these actions. You have an attack action. you can cast a spell if you have a spellcaster, which I am currently the only. I'm giving them a character because there are only 2 players, and the Lost Mine of Phandelver is a little rough for 3 players. So I also get up their power level a little bit. You have an attack action, spellcast. You have a I went over all these on the way here too. So you have dodge, which when you use the dodge action, enemy attacks suffer disadvantage when attacking you. You can use the disengage action, which allows you to leave an enemy's melee range without provoking an attack of opportunity. And I think that's it for actions. I'm probably missing some. So just remind me what I'm missing, anyone out there, in the comments. I'll probably remember them later on anyway.
Yep. And because this is also being simultaneously recorded on simultaneously being broadcast on Google Hangouts. From time to time, any viewers who got the message.
One question though. I do have. I'm sorry, Google Hangouts, but is this the YouTube app? Since we have a YouTube channel, we are.
Yeah, I couldn't find a YouTube live events. I saw a user webcam and record something. I didn't see a, broadcast live, post live events. Except I saw one that said, actually I saw one that said broadcast and it took me to Google Hangouts.
Okay, so then this is probably their YouTube thing. Yeah. So would somebody be able to access it from our YouTube channel? Because
correct.
Okay.
The only reason I ask is the reason you didn't. I'm sorry, our current one viewer, for constantly interrupting this, but we do currently only have one viewer, and there's some other people I could potentially ask to, I don't know, suffer through this.
Well, anyway, shall we get started?
I'm asking you if you want me to see if I could possibly get some more viewers, and you're asking me if you want to get started.
How long would it take you to get these few?
Do you have Skype on there?
Yes, I'm actually on Skype right now.
Do you think you can log out of Skype real quick so I can log in?
No, not on this. Use your phone.
My phone's upstairs and I don't have Skype on it.
I'm also doing stuff for Gen Con right now, so.
So, can I just run upstairs really quick and change my something? Can I just...
10 minutes. Go, go, go. Should be more than enough.
So, all I would have... I just want to make sure. There is a little bit icon...
There should be, yes.
I'm gonna...
Because I hit the broadcast link on YouTube.
Guys, talk about stuff that's entertaining. I will be right back.
All right.
I'm going to check on that to make sure there's a broadcast thing before I try inviting anybody to it.
Huh. Actually, our viewer Erica says that she does know you.
Okay.
I actually have her on a text stream right now.
I might have met, she probably met her at UW Waukesha and just haven't seen her in a while.
From an old game we did.
That was probably the first game I played where it was it was probably Erica, Liz, and Rachel in that. That was not it? Okay, so I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just blanking on it right now.
She was one of the internet people I phoned in for a game.
That's why I'm blanking on it, because I've blanked on every internet person he's ever put into this.
Yes.
Sorry, never actually met you, that means.
Yes, never met you in person. So.
As I said, I'm just working out Gen Con stuff, because Gen Con rooms open tomorrow, and I need to know how many rooms we need to get. I'm probably going to get an extra one and sort it out later.
Alright, so, I'm just going to talk about my character while we have some time. I will be playing a Dragonborn Paladin of... Was it Tempest? The god of war?
It might be. I don't remember.
Yeah. A dragon-blooded paladin of Tempest, the god of war.
Yes. As I said, because they only have 2 characters, we have a paladin and we have a ranger. The ranger specializing, I believe, in ranged combat.
Yep.
I'm supplementing their character, and I'm including a drow bard.
Yep.
Bryan,
Bryan, mind if I finish?
Sure. Sorry.
My character's name is Terminus Drakelhan. And, just as a cool aside about my character, after having defeated or participated in the defeat of an invading goblin nation, my character took the enemy's tattered war banner, tore it up the center so that it split their national symbol, and now uses that as that threadbare, mud-stained, disgraced, and dishonored flag as his cloak.
Yes.
Just to add further insult to injury.
Yes. My bard is. I gave him the urchin background. The way I figured his character is that his name is Nero, and people of the drow communities refer to him as a Skywalker, because he fled from drow communities when he was younger. He despises his old people. He grew up as an urchin, and he developed a very strong sense of morality, which is probably odd, but not for a drow player character. And he keeps a memento. It's a locket that has a picture of his old family, and he uses that as inspiration for how he needs to be vigilant against that kind of evil. Again, sorry. And if Liz were down here, she could talk about her ranger. One of the things that was actually interesting we did is because we created all of our characters on a previous night, because I actually had them go through the backgrounds, they were actually able to create their characters, and actually some of the things they were talking about for backgrounds was actually feeding off each other for that one. So it's a part of 5th edition I originally mocked as being a little hand-holdy, but it seems to be working pretty well if you actually use it. In terms of like the personality trait section of the backgrounds. And I would really love to discuss just remind you guys what this campaign is about at first, but with Liz not down here, I think I should wait. Fortunately, everything I else have to discuss about right now is in relation to the actual intro campaign.
Speeding back. There we go.
I watched a YouTube video recently, and it just kept on skipping, so the audio would just be distorted at times. It was horrible. Doesn't happen often, but that was bad.
Okay, check.
Yeah, I don't recommend the close-ups. I really don't.
Okay, that's weird, because both the microphone and the camera were supposed to be off. And the only reason I did this was so that I could see any...
So are we cutting the live feed?
No, we're not cutting the live feed.
Okay, I thought you said the camera was going to be turning off.
No. The camera on this thing is supposed to be off.
So that's why we got the severe close-up of you.
Yes, that's why you got the severe close-up of me. I have this here so that if somebody types something, I'm supposed to be able to see it.
Okay.
But it's doing this weird thing where it's feeding back, so
Well,
Do we have
being
also
closed.
do we have access to the comments?
he does.
Okay.
Actually, I couldn't even get access. There's supposed to be this Q&A thing here,
But it's not showing up?
but it's showing up as this feature disabled.
Wonderful.
We'll get this worked out in future broadcasts.
We'll get
I
this worked out in
promise.
future broadcasts. We promise that anybody who comes in here, oh, hello, chat.
Oh, look at that!
There.
Okay,
There we
so
go.
I
Let's see
did
what
send out an invite to some people that
So,
um
if you have
once
anything
I
to
got
say,
the link, I had to go find
Well,
the link.
Nate and I have talked about our characters.
Yeah,
so-
I heard because as I said, I went to go find the link, so I had it literally up, and you guys kept talking about how I wasn't down here, and you were talking about your character. So I shall talk about my character. My character's name is Sylvan Skydance. And she is a ranger. She is an Outlander guide. Her player is me, Liz. I am a wood elf. And yeah, I'm for the most part a good person, but kind of.
I would like to point out that going by alignment, the lawful good character is not the paladin or the ranger. It is the drow.
yes, for once the bard is the lawful good character.
Thank God for alignment restrictions being rescinded.
Yes.
My ranger, by the way, is wearing a bearskin cloak that she got one time when she was out guiding somebody through the forest, and he, I guess, wandered away from her a little bit and was almost attacked by a giant bear, and she killed it and now wears its skin.
Good job.
Great work. That's almost as awesome as how I got my cloak.
And I hate goblins and orcs. Is there anything else that needs to be known?
That's okay. I don't like goblins either. And
But they're my
goblins-
favorite enemy, so I figured I
Yeah.
really hate them.
And goblins don't like me much either.
Did you hear the character description of the drow while you were...
I did not. That was
Okay.
I cut
Yeah.
the end of his description.
I interrupted his because I thought he foolishly thought he was over at prime time, so...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, should I talk about my personality traits, ideals? bonds,
Anything
and
you
thoughts?
want to.
Anything you
You
want
don't
to.
necessarily have to go into detail.
Okay, well, I'm kind of a good friend, but I also like to pick up random things and fiddle with them until they break.
Okay.
I think that everybody is responsible to make the most happiness for the whole tribe. My family, friends, and clan are the most important thing in my life. And I hold a grudge. If you make an insult to me or my friends, I will not forget it.
All right.
All right. Just a recap of the story so far. Your characters have been hired by a dwarf friend of yours. His name is Gudrun Rockseer.
Okay.
He's having you escort mining supplies from the city of Neverwinter
Okay.
to the newish town of Phandelver. It was once a prosperous town, but it got raided by orcs centuries ago. But it's getting rebuilt. He went ahead of you by about a 10-day, which is the standard week, which is 10 days. And he says he and his brother have found something big. You have been adventuring down the high road and have recently gotten to the Tribord Trail, and you are getting close. You're probably still about a day's away, or about half a day from the town of Phandalin. He's thirsty.
Nathan, why didn't you wait till the GM was done and say, "Hey Liz, could you get me a drink?" Instead of trying to give me sign language. It's a little more distracting. Is this what you want?
Yes, thank you.
Could you get me a water, please, by the way? Thank you.
Since you're up.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Why are you bothering with your phone?
So,
Because apparently I didn't silence it.
So at this point, you are escorting a wagon pulled by 2 oxen. It is, as I said, it's approaching along the Tribor Trail, nearing the town of Phandalin. How would the party? Where would the party be when they're marching order? Basically, is what I want for this part of the. Where would you guys be?
I would probably be trying to take point as I am.
Okay, so you're scouting out
Yeah.
ahead. The drow is probably going to be inside the wagon as he's sensitive to light, out when the wagon goes through areas that are more have more thickets and trees, he'll probably be out walking along with it. And our paladin, Mr. Name again, please.
Terminus Drackelhand.
Terminus. You are
Sylvan.
Sylvan?
Skydance.
and the drow's name is Nero.
Well, unlike Nero, I'm going to be riding more out in the open
Okay.
because I want to be a deterrent. So instead of
Excellent.
being in the back of the wagon, I'm going to be very visible in the front, riding shotgun.
Okay. Okay. You've been on, and as I'm probably going to be reading a lot from this, so you've been on the Tribor Trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side.
Ooh, I should have taken some history knowledge. Because I think those black feathers are important clues.
I think so too, but I'm not exactly sure what am I
So
supposed to
I
use for that.
believe-
I can
have-
have you do an intelligence check on this one.
Oh.
Just general intelligence?
Yes, general intelligence.
6!
21.
You would know that those feathered arrows are commonly used by goblins, and you are regretting the fact that you did not know that.
As someone who hates goblins, I'm surprised.
Actually, I'm surprised.
I should have given you advantage. Roll again, please.
Yeah.
Because you have advantage on this, if I remember right.
Yeah,
So 13. You would also know they're goblins. You got it a little bit quicker that they're goblins.
I might even be able to identify the goblin tribe.
No, they don't have their own specific tribes, unfortunately.
Hey,
You can't
Yeah.
tell based on tribe, at least not from 50 feet away.
those look like goblin arrows.
Goblins. I'm gonna get my bow ready. Hate
So-
goblins.
I think they're trying to make us stop or turn around according to their plans.
Well, if I stop, I'm going to kill them.
Well, they could also be trying to block us and ambush us.
That's what I said. They're either
That's
trying to get us
first.
to stop or they're trying to get us to turn around.
I doubt they would want us to turn around.
Mm,
Would you stop arguing over this? We're
Yes.
going to kill them.
good point.
Well,
Stop the wagon.
okay.
I'll go out and clear the horses.
Okay.
I'm going to stand ready with my bow.
I'm gonna grab my. Well, I have my weapons on me, but I'm going to have. For right now, my hands will be free because I'm going to just pick up. First off, on what side of the road is the most logical ambush point?
There's dense thickets on either side of the road.
I'm gonna pick that dense thicket over there. I'm gonna pick up the first horse.
Okay. As you approach the horses, what is your passive perception roll? What is your passive perception?
11.
You don't see squat. As you start to approach the horses, you get shot upon by both sides.
Do I see where these arrows are coming from?
You see multiple arrows coming from either direction. Let me just get back to that part.
Well, these little pests have to beat my AC.
Correct, they do.
And for those who don't know, AC stands for armor class.
Yes.
It's, hey, we might have some D&D newbies in the audience.
Okay, so with their bow, does a 23 hit your AC?
Yes.
13?
Hell no.
That does not then. Does a 18 hit your AC?
Yes.
So you were hit twice, and you will be dealt no damage there because of your resistance. And that one is 7, so 4 damage after counting in your resistance from your armor feat. Assuming you're wearing your heavy armor.
Oh, yes. That
Okay.
wouldn't be much of a deterrent without it.
Everyone roll initiative, please, from this combat.
Oh, I was hoping I could fire back at them. But okay. We'll roll
No.
it.
Yeah, surprise round.
Unfortunately, they were able to surprise him. You
Woohoo!
couldn't see it. So, Nero gets a 17.
All right.
Sylvan?
6.
Ah, crap. I have a wonderfully high initiative.
Change
19.
D20s.
You rolled a 20, didn't you?
Yes, I rolled a 20.
That's what a negative dexterity score will do. And the goblins will be able to go on a wonderful 13.
Great. And I have no clue where these pests are right now.
You were looking toward your right, and you did see them shooting at you.
Oh, so I actually saw the buggers.
You see two of them shoot. You see two of them in front, off to your side. They shot at you. They're both carrying their short bows at this point.
Okay. Is it I believe they use the term bonus action to draw a weapon?
You can draw a weapon as a free interaction action. So it'd be considered the same type of actions as drawing a potion or opening a door. You can get one of those per turn. So you can draw your weapon as a free action that doesn't take any bonus or regular actions.
Great, because I'm going to be drawing my greatsword.
And there is no charge.
I don't care. There is still run up on them, isn't there? Close the gap.
They probably wouldn't have started shooting you until you were within movement range. So you could swing up to them and walk up to them and swing at them. At least one of them. They would have cover from the thicket, though. So a +2 to their AC.
That's okay. I will briskly walk up to them.
Excellent.
I will take this greatsword and I will gladly apply it upside their
Okay.
room.
So swing at the first goblin.
Swinging at the first goblin.
Oh.
Luckily, they are carrying ranged weapons and cannot swing back.
He rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Should we give you the nickname Fumbles? I don't usually play with that many fumble rules. One's auto failure, and I occasionally give them attack of opportunity. I don't necessarily do anything else though. Next on the chopping block is Nero, though. Nero sees you in melee with two of them, so he can't use his other ability. He is going to walk forward and use his cantrip, Cutting Words, on one of the goblins. He's probably going to make fun of their mom or something. I'm not going to roleplay this entirely. And the goblin fails his save. And he will take 2 damage.
Your mama's so fat.
Your mama
Your
was a
dad
bugbear.
Mistook her for a orc. I
So,
don't know.
the first goblin took damage, and one of the goblins you're in melee with suddenly feels bad about himself. He looks dejected. He's sad. You see a small tear roll down his goblin eye. Next on the list are going to be the goblins. Let's see. Which goblin is going to draw his... Which of the goblin was designated as drawing his sword after this first encounter? Odds will be Tear Goblin. Nope, wasn't Tear Goblin. The Tear Goblin is going to attempt to back up He will not use his disengage action, so you will get an attack of opportunity. And miss him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And he will attack you. Now,
9, I'm pretty sure it's going to
because of cutting words, he has a disadvantage to attack you. So even though I rolled a 20, I also rolled an 8. So I doubt a 13 hits you.
No.
The other goblin will drop his short bow and pick up his scimitar and roll to hit. And he will roll a 7, which misses.
Yeah. Clang.
The other goblins on the other side, one of them will... You're still the most prominent target. He will shoot at you and miss. And the other one is going to drop his bow, pull out a scimitar, and walk up to you and attack. And there's a guy in your back arc who fumbled horribly. Going into your line of sight, you can... Oh, no, never mind. You already used your reaction.
That's
You
right.
cannot attack him back.
Because I don't have multiple reactions. Otherwise, I would be turning around and taking that greatsword to him.
Yep. Sylvan, you see 2 goblins in melee with your Dragonborn compatriot. And one of them is in the cover shooting at them, and the other one backed away into the thickets. So you can't really see that guy anymore.
I'm gonna shoot one of the ones he's in melee with.
Okay.
They're
Are
an
you
easy
going to
target.
use your sharpshooter feat?
Yes.
Okay, so you take a -5 to hit him. That will most likely miss.
Did you roll a 1?
I
No.
rolled a 5.
Nope, that will miss.
Wait, Liz, you get to roll another d20.
Why?
You have advantage versus goblins.
Does it give you advantage on the attack rolls? Let me just check real quick.
I believe so. I think it gives you advantage on
I don't have any good d20s. They're all rolling horrible for me.
No, it does not give you advantage on.
Oh, it
the
just
attack
gives you a
rolls.
+2?
No, it doesn't give you any pluses. All it does is give you advantage on wisdom survival checks to track, as well as intelligence check to recall information about them.
Oh, wow.
So, favorite enemy is a little bit nerfed from
yeah.
what 3.5 was.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, the favorite enemy used to...
A lot of the favorite enemies that used to be in the base abilities are now in. You get them as you progress up. Particularly the level 20 capstone foe slayer.
Mm-hmm.
So that one allows you to add your wisdom to damage rolls against your favorite enemy.
Okay.
But it's not quite as good as it used to be.
All right.
So everyone has went. It is back to the top of the order. Terminus.
All right. This time I'm going to live up to my name. I'm terminating something.
Okay.
And it's going to be Mr. Sword Happy first to attack me.
Okay. Swing on him.
There's a 15 hit.
I'm pretty confident it does. But let me check. AC. Yes, 15 hits him. Especially since he did not draw his shield yet. I did not declare he drew a shield. I'm going to watch the goblin go splat, hopefully. And the goblin goes splat. Why are you... Oh, yeah. The goblin goes splat.
Yeah, I was about to say, that right there is 11 damage.
Excellent work. Okay, what do I want to do now with him?
Let's put an end to this.
Nero's gonna walk a little bit closer to the goblins. He has his rapier out, and on the other goblin that's in melee with you, he will use cutting words on that goblin. And unfortunately, that goblin passed his save, so nothing happened.
That's okay.
His
Next
insults
turn it
were
will.
far less damaging to that goblin. Yeah, that was only a 15, and my save is only a 13.
Yep.
So
Probably just got lost in translation.
probably I don't speak goblin. She does, but she hasn't taught me it yet. Now for the goblin's turn. Well, one of them just saw his friend go splat. From you, they're going to draw fire on you because you're clearly the biggest threat here.
Gee, you think
Melee,
I'm wearing a goblin
the guy in melee with you, it fumbled, so you can swing back at him.
I think I got him.
Yes, a 19 plus whatever you have definitely hits. Luckily that guy, well, that guy had his shield out, but... 4 plus what?
4.
Goblin goes splat. These goblins don't have a ton of hit points, so they go splat easily. The ranged guy shooting you, 20 hits, and a 21 will also hit. So you will take 5 plus 2, 7 damage before your modifier, and another 5 damage before modifier.
4, 6. Ooh, I'm not looking so hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now on to Sylvan. There is one ranged guy who's in the thicket, so you can't see him, and there's another ranged guy who you can see.
Okay, I'm going after the one I can see.
Okay, and because of your sharpshooter feat, you do ignore the cover.
I am a stormtrooper. I am just shooting everything else.
Excellent. Back to the top of the order.
You'll forget these 2d20s.
All right. Well, I got a sword-happy little...
Actually, all the melee guys are now defeated around you. You have 2 guys shooting bows at you.
Splat.
Yep.
Do I know where the guy who's shooting me from kind
You
of...
can still kind of see him, but he's in dense thicket, so...
Do I think I can get to him?
At this point, you'd have to use your dash action to get to him, so you wouldn't be able to attack him this turn.
What about the other one?
You can turn around and go at him. He's right there.
I'm going to run up there, walk technically,
Okay.
do a little leap, and just bring that sword down as hard as I can.
Okay, he is not going to be happy about this, assuming you roll well.
Yes. Assuming I can roll decently, yeah, 11.
That will miss him, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a nice little divot right next to him where I missed.
At this point, Nero is going to walk up. He is going to cast a spell Healing Word for his bonus action, targeting you. You will heal 5 hit points.
Woohoo!
He will then attack the goblin you are attacking with his rapier. And with a 19 will hit the goblin. Rapier is D8 damage.
Ooh, they pumped up the rapier.
Yep. And will pierce him through the head with 1 shot.
Can I make a free action right now?
What?
Shoot over there! He's over there! To her.
Okay, excellent.
Like that's gonna help.
It might allow you to make a perception check to see him.
Okay, let me just remember. Well, at this point, it is the goblin's activation, and as you're looking toward him, he bolts. All of his friends are now dead. The ambush has clearly failed. He runs as fast as these little goblin legs can carry him.
Can I chase after him? I am very depressed that I have not been able to make a single kill.
Is he still in javelin range?
Don't
No,
you dare!
he's not.
He's mine!
He has moved another 30 feet away.
Okay.
No, he's not in javelin range.
I can run 35 feet. I can chase him down eventually.
You can actually have a better chance to chase him down because of I'm just gonna to simplify the chase. I'm gonna have you make survival checks to try to chase him down, and versus his stealth.
Alrighty.
So he is going to first of us to pass to beat the other one 3 times wins.
Alright.
Well, this is going on. I'm just.
And you have
I grew up a
advantage.
19.
You have advantage,
Okay. I
so you
have to
could get a
roll
20. I mean, you
Yeah.
probably win this one, but you still have it.
Yeah.
Because it's a goblin. You're tracking it.
Yeah, so I need to roll another survival? Or
No.
You don't have to.
You
Oh.
get to roll 2d20 and take the highest.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll roll this one now. So that was a 19
19,
and 17.
17. Yeah, you win that one.
All right.
So the second one to see if you can win.
19 and a 2.
And the third one?
12 and a 2.
Well, Liz, you also get to add your.
But you
Well,
also
yeah,
get-
my
your-
survival is where's my? It's 5.
So he will win that
So
one.
17.
And the final one, oh, well, another one maybe because he could win this one too. You catch up to him, and as you catch up to him, what do you say, or what do you do?
I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Shoot him in the head.
At least that's what I'm trying to do. Watch me stormtroop it again. Oh, I rolled a 15 plus my 6, so that would be 21.
You hit him. Roll your damage.
Is where's the D8?
There's the pink
Right
one.
here.
Oh no, I saw one too.
Oh, I rolled the 8.
So
So 12.
yeah, your arrow goes right through his head, and you pin him to a tree.
Damn straight. I had to turn around and go back.
Excellent work. You killed the goblins.
I was really hoping you'd bring him back alive.
I wanted to kill. I was stormtrooping it the entire time. I wanted to kill.
Okay. Well, you've defeated the 4 goblins. They really didn't have much on them other than their weapons. They did have goblin shields, but they're too small. All their stuff is too small for you.
Yeah, I don't want
You
it.
know.
Unless there's like something that I could take as
They
a
really
trophy.
didn't have any. You can take whatever you want as a trophy.
Let's see if
No, you might earn the enmity of the drow. The drow might judge you.
I'm gonna look for anything that looks to be of any kind of cultural significance
For them,
for the
they
goblins.
really didn't have anything on them that was cultural. This was a raiding party. They didn't. Really
Yeah,
take
but I mean, they might have had some sort of like religious medallion on them.
Not
or
really.
Symbol of their faith, or maybe some sort of like necklace that for their tribe. Anything like that?
They really don't have any identifying things for their tribe. You on them, you do see that they all do have a tattoo on them of some sort, but you can't really make out any significance of it.
But they all have the same tattoo?
Correct.
Darn, I wish I had a dagger right now.
I'm gonna take
Oh
one of
wait, I take his little scimitar. Was it?
Yeah, he had a scimitar.
Okay, that thing's about the size of a knife for me.
The drow mentions he does have a knife, but what are you trying to get?
I disfigure the tattoos on them.
Okay, I was really concerned you were going to peel the skin off them, or at least one of them, so you'd have a copy of the tattoo to show other people.
No.
I was really concerned about that for a second.
No.
Excellent.
I am kind of about, if you may have noticed, making sure to thoroughly defeat an enemy, which also means making sure that they die in shame.
What I am gonna
The
do.
one she shot did wet himself before dying.
Woo!
Yes.
In fact, he was wetting himself the entire way he was running away
That's
from
why
Nate.
I was able to chase or find him.
Yes, he left his scent.
I'm gonna
Yes.
take a bunch of arrows and I'm gonna break them in half, and then I'm going to like tie them around my neck, like an
Okay,
weird
you're
necklace.
gonna take their arrows and make into a necklace.
Yes.
Anyone else gonna do anything?
No, after
The
this-
drow mentions we might want to check out the barricade.
I take a moment to check that barricade before I clear it.
You do recognize because there was I did mention there was a carriage, correct?
You said it was 2 horses dead in the road.
Yes. Okay, there are the 2 horses. The carriage is gone. You do recognize the barding on the horses, though, and you recognize the barding as the barding that your dwarf friend left Neverwinter. recognize the horses as the horses owned by your dwarf friend and his human companion that escorted him.
Guys, this is kind of bad.
I'm mad.
Yeah, me too. It's just I'm wondering why goblins have his horses. If he got to the town, then why are his horses here dead in the road? I mean, I'm going to take the barding off the dead horses.
Okay, you're going to put it on the carriage you have then?
Yep, and then chuck the dead horses off to the sides of the road.
Okay. To clear the path, obviously.
To clear the path.
Okay. And what should we do now? Nero asks.
Well, there's really only one logical thing to do.
And that would be?
Keep going to the town to see if our friend got there.
Okay.
Because this has me worried that he didn't get there.
Okay. You continue to the town of Phandalin. It's not far from where you guys are. All right. Let me go to the description of the town. The rutted track emerges from a wooden hillside as you catch the first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations, more old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars surrounded the newer shops and houses, showing that this must have been a larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of a cart track, which widens into a muddy main street as it climbs toward a ruined manor on the hillside at the east of town. As you approach, you see the children playing in the town green and townsfolk tending to chores and running errands at shops. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. You were originally asked to escort your wagon to... let me remember where we were. You were to escort this to Barthen's Provisions. Is where you're supposed to deliver the supplies. Luckily for you, Barthen's Provisions is one of the first buildings you come across as you enter the town from the Tribord Trail. It is actually the first building on the left. It has a ruddy red outward appearance.
Well, I'm going to lead the way in for this one. And I'm going to, let them know that this wagon arrived. And then I'm going to ask about my dwarven friend.
As you arrive, the owner of this shop greets you. It's his name is Barthen, obviously. He asks what you're here for. You tell him that you are here delivering a surprise. He says, "Excellent. We were expecting those." You had another question?
Yeah. What was the dwarf's name?
Gudrun.
Gudrun.
He has not arrived in town yet, actually. I was very worried. He was supposed to be here a 10 day ago.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm worried about because I found his horses in the road. A goblin.
Well, obviously, he would not leave his horses. They're dead.
Yeah, I was actually hoping that the horses may have been stolen and that he got to town.
No, he has not arrived in town yet. His brothers have been in town, but they have not been in town for a 10 day.
Let's go back and look for him.
Well, for delivering the supplies, because you delivered the supplies, I can definitely give you your reward for this. And you can also, if there's anything you want to pick up for supplies before heading out, I can probably supply them. I do not provide weapons though, or armor.
I think I'm good on weapons.
Excellent. That is great news. I am forgetting what the monetary one was. 10 gold to each player. Where's my pencil?
Sorry, I picked it up. You said 10 gold?
10 gold to each player.
Woohoo!
I will also offer you a discount on items if there's anything you want before heading out to discover what happened to him. This is definitely troubling.
I think I am going to pick up some rope.
Okay. The bard will pick up. Ask him if he has any lockpicks in case they encounter anything that requires lockpicks. They do, and he'll sell them for a little bit of a discount. What kind of rope do you want? I do sell hemp rope, and I do sell some silk rope. I do.
How much is the silk?
Give me a moment. I'm actually gonna get the book out.
Oh,
You have
actually, what's the discount on it?
He's going to sell it for depends on what it is. Here, I'm going to give you this other book for rope, for hempen rope. The price on hempen rope he'll sell it to you for 5 silver. I'm sorry. Here,
what about the silk rope?
Silk rope will be for 7 gold.
7 gold?
Yep.
I was about to say, what page is that on? Here we go. Adventuring gear. Those rope, hempen, silken. Oh yeah, I'll take the silk because it is. If I remember right, it's a little lighter, but it also is a little nicer quality.
Yep. Also, because you have taken a short rest at this point, what you are able to do is you are able to spend hit dice to heal. Normally, you can only heal half the amount of your total hit dice, but because you only have 1 hit die, you can use the 1.
So I could recover another 5 HP?
You would roll.
Oh, I'd roll. So
you'd roll your d10 and you recover that many HP. So 9. You can't do that again because you're at first level, you can't do that again until you take a long rest, which is 8 hours. It was way more than an hour to get into town, though.
All right.
I'm gonna buy some more arrows if he has them.
I do not sell weapons, unfortunately.
Okay.
I apologize.
Is there a hunting trap in there?
Well, she has a hunting trap. I would sell the hunting trap for. He would have a hunting trap that you could get for 3 gold. I'll say.
There's something I was thinking about, but I don't see it. Alrighty.
What were you thinking about?
Yeah, it's actually technically a weapon, which is why. Hey, does he have any jacks like kids' toy?
Caltrops?
Except smaller.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. I don't really sell that kind of stuff.
All right.
One of the other shops might have it, but we unfortunately no.
Odd question. Do you have any manacles?
No, you'd have to probably talk to the
blacksmith.
I was going to say you're going to have to talk to the don't want to say mayor, but yeah, the town, the headmaster or whatever he's called.
Do you want a top hat too?
The town master.
Why would I want a top hat?
Go with the manacle.
Manacles, not monocles.
Oh!
Yes, manacles are something that you put prisoners in.
No.
Why do you want those? We're gonna kill every goblin we see.
In case I need to interrogate some before I kill them.
Come on, I know how to speak.
We have
goblin,
rope,
and I can tell you they don't have anything useful.
We do have rope. I mean, that's not necessarily a problem. We can bind them up.
Yeah. All right, I think
I'm
we're
gonna
good.
take a mirror. That is 5 gold normally. How much is it?
He'll give it to you for 3.
Alrighty.
And I'm actually gonna let you have this one so that's how we each have
Okay.
it now. Alrighty. He does ask you one more thing, just in case you do take, any prisoners and you want to bring them back. Did you want the wagon at all? Do you have any need for the wagon?
I would think
It would take a little extra time to unload, obviously. So I don't know if you necessarily wanted to wait, but if you're willing to wait an extra probably hour.
I'm going now.
we're leaving now.
Okay.
Did you need the horses
The oxen?
or the oxen? Oxen are tough to ride, so yeah, no, we'll
Yeah.
walking.
You head back to where the ambush happened, and your goblin tracker is able to easily pick up their trail to determine where the goblins had came from.
Let me guess, it was in the direction that the one that was running away was headed.
Yes, actually, it was in that direction. Not too close, but in that general direction.
Yeah, he probably would have been running home.
Yes, he was. All right. I take it you're going to be scouting ahead?
Yes.
As you are heading down the trail to track the goblins, what's your passive perception?
15.
Excellent. So both characters. Well, you'll be the one since you're taking lead, obviously. You as you're passing through, you see a snare trap that would be used to catch people tracking them down. It's pretty obvious to you where it is, so you're able to divert the party away from it. And another 10 minutes there, you find a pit. Again, that one was a little harder for you to find. You just barely saw it with your passive perception, but you're able to find it.
I'm going to be a little more weary now. Obviously, they are trying to keep people away. I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
Excellent. Just want to see if there's anything tells you how far away this was. The trail led about 5 miles northwest from where the ambush happened.
5 miles? That's a bit of a distance.
It is, but
This might actually be an actual village with women and children.
following the goblin's trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. So you are coming from the bottom of this page,
Okay.
and you see these dense thickets here, and you see this stream flowing south. You would be coming from either side of the stream. Really doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I need to know about your approach.
Well, it's going to be a careful approach.
Okay. Your drow friend is going to relish in the fact that he's going underground. The sun is rather harsh.
I don't like the looks of those thickets.
Okay.
Is there like any kind of like large, meaty rock nearby that I can pick up? I mean, something that's a good 2 hands full.
Nothing that big.
A good handful?
There's a good hand-sized rock you can find.
All right, I'm just going to pick that up, and I'm going to chuck it into that brush.
Okay.
Kind of blind and random, but I'm going to see if I hear any kind of squeak or...
Make perception rolls to see if you hear anything coming from there. You obviously get advantage on this one.
12.
16.
You roll again. You can roll again because of advantage.
19.
No one hears anything coming from the brush. You don't hear anything.
Okay, well, looks like there's no goblins waiting there.
So which side of the stream are you going to approach from? Are you going to approach from the side that the trail's on, or are you going to approach from the side opposite on the other side of the stream? Are you going to approach near the thickets or away from the thickets?
If I go tromping through, which side am I already on?
It's very shallow.
The one side?
You're on this side, yeah.
Yeah, if I try and tromp through the stream, I'm going to make a lot of racket, and they're going to know I'm there.
Okay.
So the best thing to do would be for at least for me to stay on this side of the stream and try and make my approach that way.
Okay. As you start to approach the cave mouth, 2 arrows fly at the party. You and probably the one of us. Odds me. It'll be me. Mrs. Nate and will hit my character. And I will take 4 damage. 2. I don't want to change that. And an arrow flies at Narrow. Hits him in the shoulder from the thicket. They were very quiet moving over to there. Initiative.
Darn it, they're in the thicket.
Yes, they are.
13.
Excellent.
I rolled 1 lower than last time.
5. Okay. Narrow is going to go first. And he's actually going to pull out his rapier and charge at the thicket across the river, attacking one of the goblins. And he will strike the goblin. And come on, fall off. He will kill the goblin. Okay. So there's another goblin right across the thicket, and it is your turn.
Well, I think we know how this is going.
Charge the goblin.
Charge that goblin.
At the end of this, I'm going to point out some things that you guys have already done those. I've run this before.
17?
That hits him. And I'm going to assume you kill him, but roll anyway. You could roll... Wait. If you roll double ones... Yeah, don't roll double ones. Yeah,
Splat.
You not splat. You're not using your maul.
Okay, yeah. And he's a great
Slice.
stain on my sword.
Slice. All right. So the 2 goblins that you killed in the thicket are now actually killed.
Oh, that's right. That's when I get to level 2 that I get to reroll 1s and 2s on my dice.
If you take great weapon fighting, yes.
Which, obviously, I am.
As your combat thing, yes. Okay. So the goblins are dead. There are no other goblins. As you approach the cave entrance, you see the thickets kind of end, and you see a small encampment with a tent and a small fireplace that they had. It's basically a lookout for the goblins. It's a goblin blind, so it's probably not actually the campsite, I said. On the east side of the stream flowing out of the cave mouth, a small area in the briar thickets has been hollowed out to form a lookout post or blind. Wooden planks flatten out the briars and provide room for the guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including the pair of goblins that were lurking there right now. But there's no one there anymore.
All right, so inside the cave mouth, do we see anything? Because now that we've killed the guard...
As you're looking inside the cave mouth, you notice that the stream flows pretty much on the left side of the cave mouth the entire way up. For as far as you can see, the drow and wood elf can see a little farther in. But you do notice on the immediate right, after going into the cave, that there are some rough steps that go up into what looks like there might be a chamber right afterward. You don't really hear anything coming from there, though, except for the trickle of the stream.
Well, let's check up the steps.
Before
I go up there...
Marching order is basically what I was going to ask.
I will go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to take one of the candles out of my pack.
Okay.
And light it.
Excellent. Just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up into a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. Savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains greet your ears where 2 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite.
Ah, they had pets.
They are snarling at you. As the wolves snarl at you, they seem to lunge forward at you, but the chain seems to be preventing them from reaching the steps, from getting any farther than just beyond the steps. Anyone with animal handling can attempt to calm them down.
Oh, look at that.
I turn it over to you, Miss Sky Dancer.
That would be 20.
They calm down. You're able to get them to stop barking and snarling at you, which is good because as you look at the stalagmite, you see that the rod holding them in was starting to give.
Can I try giving them some of my rations to get them on our side?
You can.
Alrighty. Can I do like handle animal to see
Sure,
if they
you can do it again.
Oh, I rolled a 20, so it's 25 in total.
The wolves, as the wolves lap up, or they greet your food welcomely. They seem to be looking at you as friends.
I'm gonna unchain them then.
Okay, they do not attack you as you unchain them. You do notice there is a fissure at the far end of this room. It is a narrow opening in the east wall of this room that forms that seems to form a chimney.
I'm going to check that out.
At the base of the fissure is rubbish that has been discarded from the opening above. Are you going to attempt to climb up?
You know what? Yeah, I will try it.
Make a strength athletics check.
Alrighty.
Yes, I know you're trained in this.
Ah, crap.
Is that a 2?
That's a 2. That's 6.
You do not make any progress going up the shaft.
I'm gonna shake.
You don't fall though.
I'm gonna shake my head. Is there another way up?
The only other path you've seen is the pathway that extends further into the cave. So you are in this room right here.
Uh-huh.
The only other path you see is the one that extends further up into the cave. So this is the fissure he was trying to climb up and failed, and this is the other pathway.
Why don't we just go that way?
Do you guys want to go that way?
Sure.
Okay, who's going to go first?
I think maybe somebody with dark vision should go first.
Okay.
You'll probably be able to see further in there than I can with my candle.
Alrighty.
Yes. The main passage of the cave mouth climbs steeply upward, the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a steep passage leads west across the other side of the stream. Continuing forward?
Yeah, can I use stealth?
Yes, you can.
18.
In the shadows to the ceiling of the north, you can make out a dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing over the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one 20 feet above the floor. And make a perception check, please.
That'd be 25.
You can just barely make out the dim shape of a goblin standing on top of the bridge.
Alright. I am going to notch an arrow in my bow.
Okay.
And
pray
something I know.
you
Wait,
don't
wait.
do the Stormtrooper Academy proud.
I was trying to think of something that I could say, kind of in a goblinishy voice, to that goblin.
What kind of thing are you looking for?
But I'm kind of wondering if our dwarven friend is here, if we're wasting your time. So what could I say to him?
Help, the dwarf got loose.
What if he's looking at the dwarf?
You do notice that the goblin just seems to be sitting on the bridge, not really paying attention to anyone walking up.
What's a usual goblin insult? Do they call each other maggots or something like that?
Sure.
Why not?
I gotta call out, hidden off to the side. Like something like, "Hey, you maggot, get over here! I need your help."
Okay.
Is he coming?
The goblin jerks his head up, startled and surprised that someone is calling out to him. He hears the voice coming from down the stream, and he hears it and thinks, "Why?" And he thinks to himself, "You don't really know what he's thinking." He turns around and looks at you. And what was your stealth check?
That would be a 20.
He looks down there.
I'm gonna add now. You worm.
You see him go toward your right down the bridge. He's not going to jump off of it. As he, it takes him some time. You hear some shouting from the tunnel in front of you. Shouting.
Oh dear, what have I done?
And you hear, you can't make it out. Make a perception check for this. I'll give you advantage on it, just in case you don't roll well with the first one.
That would be
So roll
13 and
Okay,
22.
Where is it? Where is the rule for this one? Where is the rule for this? One. There it is. You don't hear everything they say, but you hear one word in Goblin that they say, and that word is flood.
Not good. Not good. We need to get out of here now. Or get high. We need to get... No, they're going to flood the tunnel.
Wait, they're going to flood this tunnel?
They're going to flood the tunnel.
Do you think we can get to that? Do you think we'll be safe on the other side of that bridge?
We can try. Wait, what bridge? What other side of what bridge? What do you mean?
Is there any...
We can't get to the bridge. It's 20 feet above us. And we'd have to go toward it.
We don't have a lot of time to be debating this. What's the next way up?
You can try going in here and see if that will protect you. You can try going across it and see if this area can protect you, or you can try to rush toward the bridge, jumping up, and get there before the flood happens. Or you can leave it and go in after the flood happens, or you can go out and wait for the flood and come back in.
Do you have a preference?
I'm gonna try and climb.
So you're gonna run toward the bridge and try to climb.
That's right. My ancestors were dragons.
Okay.
I can do this.
Okay.
Now, elves tend to be more sensible, so you might have a better idea.
Yes, I'm going to stop you from doing that, reminding you that you couldn't climb that other thing earlier and go back.
I didn't try and climb anything earlier.
Yes, you did.
You tried to climb up the chimney.
See, you're already stuck in your bad memories.
Would a 15 have done it?
You get to the bridge. You would get a hold of the bridge and jump up on it and catch a hold of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Liz, what do you do? He's running up and you can't really catch him without going toward it yourself.
I'm gonna turn to the other one and say, let's go back the other way and we'll try going up that chimney.
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay. As you latch onto it, you see the running water come up to you. Okay.
Pull up! Pull up! Pull up!
Make that athletics check.
I feel like I'm in Freeman's mind here. Another 15.
You climb yourself up just as the water floods out. The two of us, we find the chimney, and as we're in the room, the water starts rushing by, and it doesn't really enter this room. Do you want to still go up the chimney? We seem to be in relative safety.
Does the water?
It seems to be
go?
just rushing past.
Yeah.
After if you think if you wait a little bit, the water level might return to normal.
Okay. Well. Yeah, if it looks like it's gonna return to normal, we'll wait, and then we'll back him up after he does something stupid.
As you're sitting on the bridge, you thank your stars that you were able to pull that maneuver off. You hear a noise coming from the tunnel to your right, where the goblin had come down. You seem to hear a sound of someone approaching.
Is there anywhere I could hide that I think
You could run to the other. You could quickly move to the other part of the bridge, and hope they don't see you in the dark.
Considering that I'm pretty sure this is a goblin with dark vision.
They might not be paying attention to you, though.
Good point.
Okay. The goblin it walks up, turns down to the toward the opening of the thing, and doesn't see anyone. He shouts back in a language you don't understand. And then sits down.
How quietly can I get my rope out?
Make a stealth check. You are wearing heavy armor. Note you have disadvantage.
That does not count as a roll.
I never said it did.
This is a stealth check?
It is a stealth check.
11.
Okay. You get that rope out, and he doesn't seem to notice. He seems to pull out a deck of cards and seems to be playing some type of game.
And now for the really hard part. I'm going to attempt to sneak up behind him.
Stealth check.
And then slip the rope into his mouth and use it as a gag.
Okay.
As far as I know, Dre. How tall are you?
6 feet.
6 foot something.
About 6.5 feet. It's a rickety bridge. It's a rickety. He can only get advantage once. He can only get disadvantage once. Okay? It doesn't matter that it's a rickety bridge, he's 6 foot tall, and that he's wearing heavy armor. He can only have disadvantage once.
Crap!
As you approach it, you make enough noise for the goblin to turn his head sharply and see you approach. What do you do?
Bludgeoning. Crud. Shoot, I'm so used to Exalted. And other games.
Yes, going back to D&D is weird if you haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, no, I was like, well, I'll just do bashing damage and knock him out.
You can punch him.
Isn't there non-lethal damage still?
Yes, non-lethal. That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and cold clock him and knock him out.
Okay, roll to hit him.
I don't have a disadvantage on this, do I?
No, you don't.
Haha.
You missed him. So initiative.
He's just so short that you just
Initiative for the goblin and you. You go first. Trying again. Got it.
I swear these things hate me.
You hear him call out. At this point, the waters return to normal, and you hear the shouting going on. You hear the shouting. The first shout you heard was all clear. The second shout you heard was clearly help.
Hold still, you slippery little bastard.
Okay, and now I've just got to check.
How difficult does that chimney look to climb?
Not very. He just your friend just seemed to fail.
I gotta ask Nero, do you want to go up there, and then while he's distracting them, we can get a look maybe as to what's going on in that other room?
Yeah, sure, why not? Who wants to go first? I really think you should go first.
All right.
Yeah, you climb it
16.
with ease. And I climb it with ease right afterward. We should probably go up stealthily, though.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that's a beautiful stealth roll. That would be 24.
Okay. So, your initiative, you went first. What are you doing with your initiative? He called for help, got up. He doesn't really have it, and he pulls out his weapon. And that's all he does.
Well, I've still got a armored gauntlet here, so I'm again going to try and knock this little bugger out so I can drag him off and interrogate him. Because I have no idea what he shouted earlier.
Yeah, you can't hit him. I would seriously recommend changing tactics. Your dice do not like that tactic.
Yes, apparently they don't. I think I'm going to go for a more direct approach. Is it possible for me to do non-lethal damage with a bashing weapon?
Yes.
All right, well, I know what I'm doing next turn.
As we climb up, we enter a passage. Let's see what's in this passage. Sacks and crates and looted provision are piled up on the south edge of this cave, which we could see from our location. To the west, the floor slopes downward into a narrow opening that descends into darkness. That's where we're coming from.
Okay.
A large opening leads to the north down a set of natural stone steps, the roar of falling water echoing from beyond. In the middle of the cavern, the coals of a large fire smolder. Inside the room, you see a bugbear, a wolf, and 2 goblins.
You're probably now heading toward the screen for help.
Actually, no, they are not. If you were in there, you would suspect that the roar from the water from to the north of it is drowning out the noise from the other cries for help. The bugbear seems to be sitting among the looted treasure, with his 2 goblin lackeys that seem to be fawning over him. He occasionally throws his wolf a small treat.
Are the other 2 wolves still following me?
They can't follow you up.
Oh,
the
they
cave.
can't follow.
They can't climb.
Oh.
They're kind of. If you look down the chimney, you see them kind of looking up, going. Pause. Can't climb. They clearly want to. They just lack the physical tools to do so.
Yeah, it's fine. They don't need to come up here. I'll pass them. I'll toss them down some of my little bit of rations again, just so them know it's a-okay.
They lap it up.
And then
what was your initiative prior to it? This one, so I can do this.
14.
14. Okay, goblins rolled a 3.
I'm probably gonna try shooting the bugbear in the head.
Okay, shoot the bugbear. How many points does he have? I have to see how many points. And are you going to use your because this is a surprise attack? You will have advantage on the attack roll.
So roll 2 dice.
Yep. And will you use your sharpshooter ability?
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay, excellent.
I shouldn't have given it a shot.
Your dice really hate sharpshooter, don't they?
They do.
You wouldn't have hit even without sharpshooter. You rolled a 4 and a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
However,
Here's our surprise attack.
as the arrow whizzes by him,
Jesus.
you hear him shout out,
There.
"Who fires on Clark?" He orders his
Clark? Your name is Clark.
He orders the 2 goblins to run over and attack you.
I draw my sword.
Okay, so Clark and them are going to roll initiative.
I probably need to roll initiative now.
And Clark and them, we're going to have his initiative, which
You
is...
guys don't want to be over there. That's where the reject dice go.
Okay. And your initiative?
15.
Okay, so Clark is going to send his 2 goblins after you. They are going to go into the darkness. What was your stealth roll, you said?
It's 24.
They're looking around. They can't really see anything. He sends his wolf into there, who can't make you out yet. And you hear him insulting his goblins, demanding to know why they're so incompetent that they can't find someone who shot him.
Can I ask them in Goblin a question?
Not yet.
Okay.
On your turn. It is your turn.
I'm gonna ask him how much he's paying them.
Okay. We'll check on the goblins. One less beating every time we do something right.
I'm gonna tell them that I won't beat them at all. And I'll even give them a gold piece.
For what?
If you help me instead of him.
Okay. That is your turn. Terminus.
1 gold piece each.
You know. Terminus.
All right. Pulling out my maul and going golfing.
Crap. Oh, crap. Trying to do non-lethal with this?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
And
There's no penalty for it. You just do non-lethal.
15.
Yeah, that your dice liked. You hit him. Roll your damage to see if you knock him. To see if you deal enough hit points to knock him out.
I'm pretty sure let's put it this way. I wish I was getting the called shot bonus on that one.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Called shot to the nuts? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that'd be
no.
a problem for him.
Yeah, he falls unconscious. Now, reflex, dexterity save for the goblin. How much damage did you do?
13.
You hit him hard in the nuts as he falls off the bridge.
Don't let him drown.
No, he
I'm
lands
not
on the
there.
path.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he lands head first into the path.
You gotta be careful with your non-lethal damage, Nate.
You're attacking someone on a rickety bridge. He did not pass his reflex save. Okay.
I was kind of hoping he'd go flying off the bridge.
Yeah, I know. Well, he did go flying off the bridge.
No, I meant flying
backward and into it? Yeah.
Backward
okay.
and into the path behind me, not over the side of the bridge.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
Dang, I got a
Narrow.
wicked slice.
Narrow is going to go, and he's going to move slightly into the cave, defensively, stealthily moving, and he does not move stealthily that time, and everyone sees him. He has his rapier out. All right, the goblins go. your goblins. Everyone, our goblins and everything are going to move on. Clark's turn. So, you see 3 goblins running up the pathway from the bridge, from where the other goblin came from. Kill the intruder! You don't hear that. We don't even hear that. You suspect it's kill the intruder.
I'm just going to point down there. And this is going to be an intimidate check. I think I can pull that off right now.
Okay.
I killed that one with a shot to the nuts. Do you want to be next?
Intimidate.
11.
They seem to still be coming at you. They don't even look to what direction you're pointing.
Yeah, I kind of figured they wouldn't understand me.
They aren't able to get to you to attack you this turn, though. On the goblin's turn, you see the 2 goblins that you talked to rush past us and dive into the chute.
Okay. It's 2 less goblins I have to fight.
At this point, the wolf, though, having seen me, comes to attack Nero. And the wolf is going to attack me. You and priest. Oh, crap. If I remember right, this is a horrifying wolf. Because this one-shotted people. Crap. Your bard friend actually falls over. The bard falls over unconscious. Yeah, the bard falls over unconscious. As the wolf bites into him. Does he have anything else? No, that is it. Clark, pleased with the attack of the intruder, he just stands there like normal.
Having not seen you yet.
Having not seen you yet, yeah. He suspects actually I'm the one who shot him, even though he doesn't even see a bow.
And the one who tried to bribe his men. Because
successfully bribed the men.
Successfully bribed the men. Because, let's face it, everybody knows that
Sylvan.
Most races can't tell a male elf from a female.
Yeah, a second. I'm trying to think. Do I want to try shooting? I don't think
Clark will actually get his shield out just in case there's someone else there. He's not a total moron.
I don't know if I can get that wolf on my side like I did the other 2.
This wolf is viciously attacking you. Probably not.
I'm gonna try one more time with sharpshooter.
On who?
On the wolf.
Okay. Wolf still hasn't seen you. This will give you away, though.
Both of them were 18s.
You hit the wolf. Now, sharpshooter adds 10 to your damage at -5.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, the wolf goes down.
You just one-shotted it.
Yeah, at this point, Clark sees the arrow coming from where your hiding spot and cries out, "I'm being attacked on multiple fronts!" Clark not happy!
I'm going to yell back, Clark better not be happy. That is the dumbest name ever in the history of all humanoids. Take a quick
Clark better name than your name.
You don't even know what my name is. You
Clark name better.
Who's up next?
Terminus.
Okay, can I get into breath weapon range of these, what is it, 2 goblins charging
3
me?
goblins.
3
They are in
goblins?
breath weapon range. Yours is a cone, isn't it?
Yes, I'm just want to make sure
reflex
that
save?
I'm off the bridge when I do this.
Yeah, you can get off the bridge. They're not quite there yet.
Yeah,
They're at the
I'm
edge.
going to walk, get off the bridge and then just go,
Reflex save for your breath weapon, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
I just got hit by a blast of air.
All right.
Failed.
And let's see here. It's my 8 plus my Constitution modifier, 11, 15.
8 plus proficiency plus Constitution.
Wait, 8 plus. Oh, sorry.
13.
13.
Okay, and that one
Correct.
passed. So it's half damage on a pass. What's the damage?
The damage is 2d6.
So roll the damage.
Creature takes 2d on a failed save and
Half damage on a pass.
oh, half as much damage. No, it's 2d6 on a failed, and half as much damage. Oh, yeah,
Half damage on a pass.
half
Yeah.
damage on a pass.
So roll your 2d6 and determine how much damage they take.
All right, these guys have not let me down so far tonight. Okay, 7. So
Okay, 2 of the goblins roast in flames. The other one is very singed.
He's
And
probably
is that a? I'm pretty sure that's an attack action.
Yes, that is it's your action. So, yes, that is your attack.
2 for 1, almost, but not quite what I needed.
Alrighty,
I need to find a way to boost that save.
the goblins. He is roasted. His 2 friends are charred corpses. He knows his one other friend got knocked off the bridge, but he is still fine. He pulls out his scimitar and attacks you. And
That'll
I'm
hit.
guessing a 20 hits.
Yes.
And a goblin for a scimitar is no damage.
Clang.
As his sword bounces off your armor, like, what? That wounds things most of the time. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to do this. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
What was that?
Death save. Death save for Nero.
Ah.
All right. Clark. Clark is going to pull out his he's going to pull out his
War Club.
Morning Star. And he's going to dash to run at you. And he's going to get you into melee with him. Not going to be able to attack, but you're in melee with him now. And it's your turn. You can shoot him, but you will take disadvantage to shoot him.
Yeah. I do have a question though. What was in the boxes around me? Is it just...
You're not really at the boxes yet.
Oh.
The boxes are still a little ways away. You're kind of in this area right here.
So there wasn't...
So the boxes are all in this area.
They don't have tumble anymore. So I was going to say I was going to tumble to the side and attack him.
You can tumble. Make an
Okay.
acrobatics check.
I don't have acrobatics.
You would have it. You would just roll it at your dexterity.
Okay. And
You
that would
tumble
be-
away from him.
Alrighty, I'm going to run to the boxes.
Okay.
And I'm going to threaten him to either answer some questions or I will use my might to destroy all of his goods. I'm going to try bluffing him. Every single thing you see here will be destroyed unless he answers some questions. You already see what I did to your wolf.
Okay. My turn. Still fine. Yeah. 2 successes. Okay. Oh, Terminus, your turn.
All right. Jokey McSword here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drive him into the cave floor like a nail.
Okay. Make an athletics check. It's a grapple. It's like a grapple you're trying to do.
No, I'm taking the big hammer and swinging it down
Oh,
on his
okay.
head.
Never mind. Make an attack roll. Would have been the same roll. I thought you were trying to push him.
No, I'm just
as
trying.
like tackle him and move him away.
No, I'm just smashing him.
Okay. Yeah, he's dead.
I was about to say.
You critical, so you would roll your damage dice twice. Your modifiers only get added once, though. Any variable dice though you have get added, including sneak attack, if you had it, which no one here does.
Yeah. Whew, that would have been a 46. That hoses over the great axe completely.
What?
The great axe used to have a really good crit. That used.
I think
to
it still does. I just don't know what it is.
There's no. It doesn't say I have any sort of thing for that.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later.
So yeah, and with him smashed, I believe I still have a move action.
You do?
Yeah. Now that all 3 goblins are dead, I'm just gonna walk toward.
Walk where they came from, or
yeah, walk toward where they came from.
Okay. You get down there. You see that they had released the gates. There's a waterfall in the cave beyond you, and they had opened up the floodgates on one of the chambers. There's a second chamber that they could have released water from as well that was holding water back, but they hadn't released that one yet. You don't see any other goblins though in that area. You see how the pathway goes back to you get to about here, and you see the pathway extends back, so it would come back around to where you came from, where the mouth of the cave is. But that's about it.
So looks like I'm gonna want to start heading that way.
So you're right here.
Yeah.
Okay. This point it's Clark's turn. And Clark is tricky. He walks over to my body and says, "Surrender, or he dies."
All right, I'm gonna set my longbow down.
Okay. Yeah, I recover. I actually wake up at this point.
Because as far as I know, he doesn't know that he's out there.
No, he doesn't. He goes into the provisions, finds some rope that he had stolen from people, and starts tying you up. Then he goes over to where I am and ties me up.
How well did he tie me?
Average. After you are tied, he ties up your hands. After he ties you up, he starts to pull you up. He says he's going to take you to where they have the other hostage.
Oh, okay.
You are walking forward on the other side. You continue down the tunnel, and as it opens up into a cavern, you see that the large cave is divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment. A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ledge. The air is hazy with the smoke of a cooking fire and the pungent smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. 6 goblins inhabit this den, one of which appears to be a leader. And in the back end of the chamber on the escarpment, you see a bound human prisoner.
You're taking a long way.
Apparently, I have to.
You're probably coming to you, though. Out of curiosity, because I should know, did he check me over for anything else? Or take anything from me?
He took your bow and probably your short swords because they were out.
Okay, but he left everything else.
Yeah, he didn't look through anything. Well, he took your backpack off of you.
Okay, is he carrying any of that stuff with him as he takes me?
No, he isn't.
He left it there.
Yep.
Alrighty.
You see the goblins around the cooking fire. There's some eagerness in their voice.
Have they noticed me?
One of them has. He starts shouting.
Considering I am covered in blood.
The one who looks like the leader asks what your questions you as to what you're doing here. How dare you intrude upon our lair? Clark will have your head for this.
That's funny. Because I'm here to talk with Clark.
He's back the way you came. In his head chamber with all of the loot we stole. Why do we let Clark have all the loot? Oh yeah, he's a bugbear. He's bigger than us. We really want that loot though.
Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'm here to collect what Clargo's my boss. So
hold on a second.
Paladin deception.
There's a section here what the goblins know. I just want to see if they know anything about this. Just a second. Grull? Grull sent you?
Take one look at me and tell me that he didn't.
We gave Grull the dwarf.
Yeah, well, Grull's demanding more.
No.
Now, here's what I'm willing to do, though. It sounds like Clargo's you. So, after I take Clark or Grull's share, I'll skim a little extra off the top for you. If you give me one of your people to show me where, to give me directions and show me where Clark's cave is.
You see the leader kick one of the goblins in the butt, almost kicking him into the fire. Show him where he is! Goblin walks toward you with a look of resentment in his eyes as he takes you back down the path. As you get to the rickety bridge, you see your friends in binds, and Clark with his morning star.
It's like, bugbear, Clark.
He shouts a command to the goblin that you recognize as, Goblin, kill the other intruder!
Yeah, Goblin, I'll pay you 1 gold if you don't.
Remember what I promised your boss.
Just remembering the pathway of this one. Clark's on the rickety bridge. The goblin that is leading you flees back down the cave.
Do I know if you know any other languages?
You might have an idea what languages we all speak. I speak Common and Elvish.
Common and Draconic.
I have a +1. I never picked up the last language that it was gonna do, so I have no idea what. Otherwise, I would tell you to cut the rickety bridge.
Are you on it as well?
Mm-hmm.
And your hands are tied.
Mm-hmm.
How long of a drop is that?
20 feet.
Do I think she might survive that?
I look a little bit wounded, so I might get knocked out by it.
Chop, chop.
Okay, everyone on the bridge makes a reflex save to take half damage. Nope. However, I do make it. Clark
Is the
did
reflex save
Dexterity save.
Okay.
Dexterity. Sorry.
It's
Sorry,
alright.
3.5 terms.
Oh, wow. I had to roll low on that one. 12.
You will take the half damage. Unfortunately, I'm still knocked unconscious by it because I only had 1 hit point.
Sorry, but...
However, Clark will take 5 damage. And you will also take the 5 damage.
Alright.
Were you on the bridge when you cut it off, or you were just in front of it?
They would be 20 feet down and inaccessible to me if I wasn't on it.
So you were on the bridge. So you take
Yep.
5 damage.
Oh, I believe I get to make a reflex save, right?
Yes, you do. You will take 2 damage.
Which
this
I
will
believe my
no,
DR
no, this is
doesn't it?
going to go past your DR.
Oh.
So this isn't a weapon damage, so I'm going to have this go past your DR.
Oof.
While he's cutting, can I...
The people who failed their saves, by the way, are knocked prone.
While he is cutting the bridge, or right after I yell that, can I start trying to wiggle my hands free of my bondage?
Sure.
His
This would be just a flat dexterity roll, simply because there's not a real skill for it.
I didn't do anything.
No, you did not get past it. I'll just use the original initiative orders that we had, and you get to go.
Is he within charging range?
He's within walking range.
Oh, sorry, walking range. All right, and he's prone, right?
Yes, he is.
That means I believe I get advantage versus him, don't I?
I believe so. Just let me check that real quick. Conditions. There it is. Prone.
The only thing that could make that sweeter is auto crit.
You have advantage.
I have advantage.
What'd you
Are
get?
Serious?
What'd you get total?
10.
10 will not hit. Will not hit Clark.
Clang!
He's nimble. He's able to get away from you as you hit him.
He just as I drive that sword down, and he rolls out of the way.
Another set of saves. Hey, I'm back up to 1 hit point as I passed my save. And you see my character's eyes open up right away as I quickly undo my ties on my binds, and then I'm unconscious, but I stay prone. Okay, and now it will be Clark's turn. He will get up and try to attack you with his Morning Star, and I believe a 9 will miss you.
Yes.
Okay, Sylvan, it is your turn. I'm just using the original. The previous.
Is Clark standing up?
Clark stood up.
Do I continue trying to get free of my bonds, or do I just try kicking him?
You don't think you'll do well kicking him?
No. So I'm gonna try again. Like, especially if there's a sharp rock around, maybe I could use that.
Sure. Give you a +1 for finding a sharp rock.
Alrighty.
But unfortunately, the sharp rock, it just isn't sharp enough. You're a little too concerned about poking your wrists to do anything with it. Terminus.
Figures I'm an elf.
I'm going to try and hack him across the fat line this time.
Okay. He has,
no
when he was able to get up, he was able to get his shield on him as well. So he has his shield adding to his AC again.
Oh, come on, you little polyhedral Judas!
You missed, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2 misses.
Alrighty. Nero is going to stand up. You see him. All he says to you, he locks eyes with you and says, "I'm sorry." As he casts a spell, he casts Thunder Wave.
Oh crap! I'm in that.
You are in that. Both of you have to make a con save.
Oh, con save? I'm not too worried about.
Wait, I have to, so?
No, just
Oh.
him.
Okay.
You flippin' little buzzard of a traitor!
I take it that you failed.
Auto failed.
Technically not, but the only auto fails are on attack rolls. But yeah, a 1 most likely fails most things. Just reminding what Thunder Wave does. Thunder Wave! A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in the cube saves, on a failed save, they take 2d8 thunder damage. So everyone's going to take 12 damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
12 damage.
Yep, 12 damage. Did I knock you out?
Yes.
Damn. That was not good. Did I knock out Clark? No. No, I did not. Clark is very wounded and he knocked himself against the wall, but unfortunately, that was it. Also, there was an audible boom, which is probably echoing very much so in this cave.
Okay, well, that would have put me at -2.
There is no negative. You're at 0.
I'm at 0.
As a bonus action, I am out of spells to cast. Never mind. I was going to use my healing word as a bonus action, but I can't because I'm out of spells to cast. That was my last. That was my last good one.
And I can't reflexively use lay on hands.
No, you can't. Whoops. So, Clark's turn. He's gonna turn around and swing on me. Hit, misses. I swing on him with my. I missed. Nero, make your death saving throw.
Is this a con?
No, this is just a saving throw. So you failed your first one.
No.
Sylvan.
Okay.
I still need to get free.
Which one of you buzzards isn't going to betray me? So it seems to be between you two.
You free yourself from your binds.
I need a weapon. I'm gonna.
Oh, I didn't have my rapier, so I couldn't have swung back at him anyway.
You instinctively reached for your rapier, and that's the reason you failed.
No, I cast my spells.
Let's see. Should I just throw the sharp rock I had at him and then run for my stuff?
You see his weapons lying on the ground
What
near
does he
him.
have?
He has a great sword and
A maul and some javelins.
and some javelins. You'll have to use your strength when attacking with them, but you can probably grab one. You can't attack this turn, but you can grab one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Which one are you going to take? My 9 iron, my sword, or my little toothpicks?
I'll try your toothpicks.
I'm going to activate and cast Vicious Mockery at him. I'm going to mock his name like you were. I know it works. And he fails, taking another 2 damage. However, he has disadvantage on his attack rolls, so awesome. All right. Clark attacks me and misses. Sylvan, it is your turn.
I'm not.
Make your death saving throw, please.
I think that's another fail.
Yeah, it is.
I need a 10 or better.
Yeah, you do.
I
You do also notice your friend is looks very, very wounded. If you want to try to stabilize him first,
Yeah, I should probably do that. I don't have any healing.
you'd make a
things.
medicine check, which is a wisdom check.
Okay. Here's to not messing it up.
You stabilize him.
Yay! So that means I get to stop making these throws, but I'm still out of.
Yes, you're out of combat though. You're able to patch up some of the blood that is leaking from his ears.
There you go. I stopped your brain from hemorrhaging, I think.
I thought you could pass that save. I really did.
Oh, well,
It was only a 13.
well, yes, which would normally only have required a
10.
A
Yeah,
10?
I know.
but when you roll a 1.
Yeah. Vicious Mockery again. He passed the save. Crap. He will attack me. I'm out. Okay, your turn.
Oh, there's a ton of javelins right there.
Am I proficient with javelins?
You're proficient with everything he has.
Okay, so I go to grab a javelin and just chuck it in.
This one you can use your dexterity for, because it is a thrown weapon. On the table.
I don't know. If you can't hit an object as big as a table with a little dice.
Are you kidding me? I had a 13 and it landed on the leg of the table perfectly.
Oh.
Time at 2. Hey Clark, you want some new recruits for totally in your league?
Make a deception roll.
Let's see, deception is charisma, which I use as my dump stat. That would be 10.
He seems to scratch his head a little bit. You give Clark a good attack. He kind of stands there thinking about this for a moment. Your turn.
I did befriend those wolves before, and I killed your other wolf. We managed to take out a lot of your goblins.
Hold on a second.
Actually, wait.
The wolves have heard this. You see the wolves actually coming up the pathway. The wolves seem to be coming up the from the other path, wondering what to do. I forgot about the wolves, because they can actually come to where you are.
As I see, they're now my allies. All we really wanted was some information. Now you can have 3 new recruits.
Not one more deception check, please.
Please roll. Oh, daggone it. That would be a 1.
You did take out some of Clark's people.
I was about to say.
Clark does need to reinforce.
Clark would be looking up at the charred remains of some of his guys. Another guy who's clearly was.
He seems to be
with a
considering
hammer.
it. He seems to be considering it. Your turn.
How long would it take for me to actually be able to get up?
How injured is Clark?
Very injured.
So, like, if I were to hit him with one more javelin, or
You might be able to take him out.
Or if you had the wolves to sick him.
I'll turn to the wolves and go, and I'm gonna throw the javelin.
Okay.
Oh yes!
What'd you get?
I rolled. Let's see, that's a 16 plus.
You hit Clark.
Whoa! That'd be plus 6, so that would be awesome. 22.
Roll damage.
1d6 plus strength.
1d.
This will be Dex because it's a
plus
thrown
Dex.
weapon.
6.
You can use Dex because it's strength because it can use strength.
Plus, that's 5.
You told the wolves to sick him?
Yes.
The first wolf chomps. God, you really gotta be kidding me.
Is that just nickel and diming him?
Pretty much.
How much HP did this guy start with?
No, the first wolf chomps him in the back, and Clark gives out his last breath as he falls over from a wolf bite to the back of the neck.
Last girl standing. Alright, I'm gonna try getting you up so you can heal him.
Well, he's more stable than I am. You got
Yeah, get me
okay.
up.
medicine
I can
check
heal
to
him.
stabilize.
Medicine
get?
is wisdom, so that would be 16.
I am now stable.
I'm gonna get you up so you can.
After about 10 minutes, he recovers enough to wake up.
I'm gonna start.
You're still at 0 hit points, though.
Lay on hands for 1 for me.
Okay.
Lay on hands for 1 for you.
God, crap.
I'm gonna start rooting around their stuff for an idea as to where. Oh wait, you saw the human. I didn't see the
There's
human.
a guy up there in a room full of goblins. Listen, I promised them that I'd skim a bit out of Clark's treasure in order to pay for the guide. So,
All right.
We saw Clark's treasure. It's back there. You remember that chimney you tried to climb and failed? Yeah, that leads to where Clark was.
All right, I'll try and get up there again.
You don't have to climb the chimney to get there. It's not how Clark gets into his room.
I'm not exactly. Do I see like a way up from here? Considering we're at the bottom of this.
Well, you do know this pathway leads to this room.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go back around
and we follow you up and we show you that this staircase leads to this room. Because you came down here, went, oh, no one's here, where the battle was raging in here, and decided to turn around.
Because I didn't hear any, like, sound of battle over here because of the
No, because we had been captured already.
Yep, I'm gonna go up there to. I'm gonna let you get the human. I'm gonna go get my stuff and root through the treasure to see if there's anything we might need.
Yeah, first I need to get a skim off the treasure.
We find our treasure. Inside Clark's treasure, you find the captured stores of bulky goods that they have raided. In addition to the stolen provisions, there's a treasure chest in there that contains 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, a jade statue of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes, and 2 potions of healing.
Okay, I say we keep the potions of healing for ourselves, and I'll give like 20 silver coins and a good handful of the copper coins to the goblins, as well as
okay.
The jade statue.
I'm taking.
Okay, you take it.
I'm taking the frog statue.
Okay.
Are there any things in like the provisions that just look like the goblins could use them?
There's food and other. I mean, this is looted goods that were transported that were being transported onto Phandalin.
Yeah, I'll grab like some food and just some random crap that doesn't look too.
Throw it all in one of the barrels and
walk it back to the goblins.
Okay.
Wait, the bridge is out. Does that mean those goblins are stuck on the other side?
As you approach there, the goblins come up and you see them shaking their fists at you.
This is yours! Clunk. I'd throw it over, but I'm not sure it would make it. Do you have an archer among you?
We got, why?
Tie some rope to his arrow, shoot it into the bridge, pull the bridge up, retie it.
That's not gonna work.
We would have to do.
This is a heavy. It's rickety, but it's not like it weighs nothing.
How many of you are there?
6!
Exactly. There's 6 strong backs there to lift the bridge.
No, there are 6 backs to lift the bridge. None of us are strong. What does Grawl want us to do with the human?
Send him over to this side. I'm telling him over.
You hear them whispering.
I'm gonna call over to them in their native language. That what was the name? Grog?
Groll.
Grawl? Grawl has need of the human as well.
Okay. We'll send him down the other tunnel. After a little while, and
Oh, I'm also going to call to them and say, present the ones that I made promises to. Made a promise to.
oh yeah, they're at area number 2 right now. So
Okay.
after a short while, from the tunnel and a couple of goblins crying out that the platform has collapsed. You see you see a couple of goblins leading your human friend who you had saw leave Neverwinter with Gundren. He is bound up, and they bring him over to you. And they tell you to
Clunk.
I don't know, and they comment that they have no idea. Thank you. How are we gonna get this back up? I guess we can use Crawl. I guess we can use Clark's area now as our base. Yeah, we don't need that tiny little room up there until we get the bridge up. Okay, we'll bring this back up there. You see them rolling it up there. After the goblins leave your area, you had paid off the 2 goblins goblins you had talked to. Sildar says chastises you for making deals with the goblins, that these are a threat that by leaving them alone we'll probably regret leaving them.
Who said anything about leaving them alone?
What do you plan to do?
As we're standing right about here, I plan to do this. How secure does the mouth of this cave seem?
What do you mean?
I mean, I plan to collapse it.
It would require some doing, and you don't have the tools to do it.
Crap! I was planning to seal them in.
You don't have the necessary tools to do it.
Let me put it to you this way. Walking into a room full of 6 goblins by myself, I'm not going to fight that out. That's not a battle. That's a suicide.
For you? Or them? I don't...
It's a suicide mission for me. I would take down more than half of them, but the last one would get me.
Yeah.
I'd be overwhelmed.
Should we come back and clear them out maybe sometime soon?
Yes, we'll come back and take care of the problem.
Okay, we can come back. We can go back to Phandalin and recover. Plus, I need to meet up with someone in Phandalin, and anyway.
Yeah, I got a question. What the hell's a Groll?
I don't know. We had heard the name. They seem to be the leader of this pack, more so than Clark is. Clark seems to be the local leader. Crawl seems to be the
boss of the boss.
Yeah, the area leader. They also mentioned Crawl receiving orders from somebody. I couldn't really make out any name they said for him, though.
Yeah, I'm not liking this. Basically, because they took one look at me and said, oh, yeah, this guy obviously works for Groll.
Well, you could work for them. They're not terribly smart either.
Okay, yeah.
You do know they're goblins, right?
Yes, they are goblins. Yeah, I fought in a war against goblins. I'm a little paranoid.
Anyway, I will definitely also give you a reward for bringing me back in town. But let's get to town first.
Yeah, let's get to town first. We need to figure out where this girl is. And it's not exactly like I can ask the goblins.
Are the wolves still following me?
Yeah, they are.
All right, I'm gonna mark them as
Pets.
yeah. 2 wolves. Okay.
Lizzie gained NPCs.
The Sildar, as you approach town, he says that he will rest and recuperate in the town master's office, and tomorrow he will make efforts to find his. He mentions that he is a member of the. I forget what he's a member of. Sildar is a member of the yada yada yada. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it in this thing? It's probably a little bit later. Yes. He's a member of the Lord's Alliance, and he had a wizard friend who had come to Phandalin some months ago, but they never received word from him afterward. So he is going to be investigating where his wizard friend Iarno may be. He says tomorrow he will get you your reward of 50 gold pieces for his rescue. Until then, he mentions that the local inn he has heard is quaint.
I'll take quaint.
Yes.
Quaint is nice.
The first inn you find in Phandalin, which is only a short ways down the street from the town hill, is the Stone Hill Inn. It is where it is now late in the evening. It is where you would most likely.
That sounds like just a good place to get a bed, get a meal, and crash.
Yep, I need to sleep.
Yeah,
both in and out of character.
Okay. The bard asks for someone to cover for his room until he gets his share of the reward the next day.
How much does the rooms cost?
The room will cost probably not much. Are we all going to share a room, or are we going to get 2 rooms?
2 rooms. Seems a little unproprietous to share a room with a lady.
It's a modest thing, so it'll be a gold piece total for us. So 5 silver for each room.
Yeah, I'll cover that.
You're gonna cover it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll cover it. I can
Since
handle
paid
a
off
gold
a bunch
piece
of
expense.
goblins that I
Excellent.
need to get that gold back.
And for completing this part of the quest, everyone will gain a level.
Woo-hoo.
So everyone will go up to level 2.
Level 2.
Yep.
I get my spells now.
Yes, you get your spells now.
Yep.
So you will have to pick some spells.
And I get to, I believe I get my...
your fighting style.
Fighting style.
Liz, you will get a fighting style as well.
Okay.
Nate can go into what your fighting style does. There's a bunch of different ones. So
is there information on that in here?
No. Ranger is not in the starting book. It is in here.
Okay.
So
and Nathan bought one.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So your fighting style, you also get spellcasting.
Okay.
Your fighting styles you can choose from are archery, defense, dueling, and 2-weapon fighting.
I'll probably pick archery.
Archery gives you a +2 bonus to your attack rolls when making with a ranged weapon. It is very good. Especially if you plan
Where
on
would I put that? Do I put that under?
It would be under that part.
And
you'll also gain hit points. For that, I'll just ask everyone to roll, or you can take the average.
Which, as a paladin, my
would be
average
6.
is 6.
Yes.
Yours
average is a 6 as well. I'm the bard is going to take the average. His average is 5.
I feel daring.
All right. So what do I do?
You can either roll your d10 or take your average of 6. 5. You will also be taking a long rest, so all of your hit points.
I'm so used to rolling it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
It's got a 6.
So you got a 6 anyway. It could have been worse. You could have
Yeah.
gotten less than a 6.
Okay.
So
So,
that is the first adventure, and now you will be continuing your adventure in the town of Fandelver and exploring the town and what kind of goings on are happening in the town of Fandelver.
Okay, now that we're done with the official game, though, I should probably add my +1 language I didn't before.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, you said you
I speak
Draconic?
common and
I
Draconic.
speak Elvish.
Okay. Yeah, I already speak Elvish, so...
So yeah, Draconic is good.
Draconic. Okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna ask for my dice back then.
Yep, that would be Nathan. And you still have his D20 because I saw you stick it off to the side because you were mad at it.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
And yep, it's right there.
Thank you. I think I gave you the other D12. Whatever.
Okay.
So that is that.
That is that, yes. All right, adventurers. We will see you all next week with our simulcast, with our broadcast and simultaneous recording of our adventures in Faerun.
Yep. More locally, Fandelver.
Yep. The Adventures in Fandelver.
Fandolin. Fandolin.
Bandolin.
Yes.